Subsequently, many articles appeared in the national newspaper not be solved.
तुम मुझसे तवील अरसे से झूठ बोलते आ रहे हो यासिर। तुम्हें क्या लगता है मुझे ये सब समझ नहीं आती? जब भी तुम मुझसे झूठ बोलने की कोशिश करते हो, मैं तुम्हारे चेहरे पर देख सकती हूँ, तुम्हारी आवाज में महसूस कर सकती हूँ। सोचा जाए तो आखिरी बार तुमने मुझ पर कब तवज्जो दी थी? मैं तुमसे बात करना चाहती थी, बट यू barely noticed my existence। मैं काफी अरसे से जानती थी that you've been cheating on me, लेकिन मैंने जाने दिया। 1 साल पहले जब मुझे कैंसर की तशखीस हुई थी तो तुम्हें पता चला था। Then finally you noticed my existence। मैं एक बार फिर तुम्हारे लिए अहम हो गई। मैं खुश थी पर सोचा अब सब कुछ ठीक हो रहा है, लेकिन मैं पूरी तरह टूट गई जब मुझे पता चला that you're seeing someone। मगर मैंने फिर भी तुम्हें कुछ नहीं कहा। मैं जानना चाहती थी कि मुझसे कहाँ गलती हो गई ताकि मैं उसे ठीक कर सकूं, लेकिन आप बामुश्किल घर होते थे। Not even on weekends, I cried far too many times away from your eyes। I did wanted you to know। मैं नहीं चाहती थी तुम मुझे कमजोर होता देखो। All I have is your pity because I'm sick।
जैसा तुम सोच रही वैसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है। तुम्हें वाकई में गलत फहमी हुई है। आई एम सॉरी कि तुम्हें सारी चीजें देखनी पड़ी, लेकिन मैं कभी तुम्हें चीट करने का सोच भी नहीं सकता। ऑल दिस टाइम मैं तुम्हारे डॉक्टर के साथ कांटेक्ट में था और कोशिश कर रहा था कि किसी तरीके से तुम्हारी बीमारी खत्म कर दूं। आई हैड टू गो बिहाइंड योर बैक क्योंकि मैं तुम्हें परेशान नहीं देख सकता। मैं तुम्हें खोने का सोच भी नहीं सकता। आई कांट लिव विदाउट यू। आई कांट लेट यू गो सो इजीली।
हाँ हाँ मैं ठीक हूँ। चलो बाद में बात करता हूँ फिर।
चचा
हाँ
चाय ले आओ।
चीनी कितना चम्मच?
चम्मच एक ही, से चीनी 2 बार।
और घर में सब ठीक है?
घर में तो बस अब 6 ही लोग हैं, 4 दीवारी, छत और मैं।
काफी उदास लग रहे हो।
कितना जानता होगा वो शख्स मेरे बारे में जो मेरे मुस्कुराने पे मेरी उदासी समझ जाए।
काफी गहरी बातें करते हो। मुसन्निफ है क्या?
शौक तो बहुत था, लेकिन कुछ घर वालों के करम बाकी जवानी बर्बाद कर गई। तुम्हें क्या लगता है मैंने कोशिश नहीं की होगी क्या? मंजिलों से भटका देते हैं कुछ लोग, हर किसी से रास्ता नहीं पूछा जाता बच्चे। इसीलिए तो वफादारी पे अशरफुल मखलूकात कुत्तों की मिसाली दिया करते हैं। सारी उम्र ऐसी निकाल दी, ना घर के रहे, ना दीन के, ना दुनिया के। दिमाग एक भेड़ है, रूह भेड़िया, और ईमान ईमान चरवाहा है। अगर ईमान मजबूत नहीं तो रूह इंसान का दिमाग खा जाती है। अच्छा, बंदा किधर गया इधर?
कौन सा बंदा? कब से तो अकेला बैठा हुआ था।
आप सब आजाद हैं अपने मंदिरों में जाने के लिए। आप सब आजाद और किसी पाकिस्तान में।
हमें बांटते ये लोग, हमें नारों के लफ्जों से छाटते ये लोग। हरा रंग सबसे लाली परचम, इस परचम के साए तले एक ही हम जान। हम बलोच, हम है सिंध के पीके और पंजाब। उर्दू बस्ती है, दिलों में है एक मिठास, जैसे सरहद पे खड़ा हुआ फौजी जमा। एक ही वर्दी में मकसद भी एक पासबान, पहले मुल्क उसके बाद कोई जबान। अब तो प्यार वाली कौम, इखलाक वाली कौम, अभी नतन से पूछ प्लेन डाउन फिर भी ची इज फैंटास्टिक। लाहौर से कराची अवाम खुद मिजाजी, एहसन गयानी, size of the heart and the strength of character. We can face up the big tough nation, we fearless. Your army is witness, we don't surrender, we fight till death. We rise like a sun, we fly with Shaheen, we die with Shaheed.
हमने पाया पाकिस्तान, इस मुल्क के जवानों के जज्बे छूते हैं आसमां। जब आए कोई मुश्किल तो करते मिलकर है सामना।
अगर आपको कराची पर असरात देखने हैं सूफिया और इन लोगों के, तो हम ये देखें कि एक दफ़ा चौखंडी का दौरा कर लें। हम
सबसे बड़े बुज़ुर्ग जो हैं वो हैं अब्दुल्ला शाह गाज़ी, जो इमाम हसन के पोते अब्दुल्ला के पोते थे।
उन्हीं की वजह से हम लोग यहाँ पर हैं और उनको देख के हमें ये एहसास होता है कि अगर वो इतना कुछ कर गए तो हम कितना और कर सकते हैं।
ये बुजुर्गान दीन हैं, सूफिया जो हैं, इनकी अहमियत से कोई इनकार नहीं है, हमारे माशरे का एक लाजमी जुज़ है।
कराची के जो बुज़ुर्ग हैं उनके सुरखेल, उनके पेशवा जो हैं अब्दुल्ला शाह गाज़ी ही हैं।
आम आदमी की परवाह किसने की, आम आदमी को गले किसने लगाया, आम आदमी को ज़िंदगी की नवीयत किसने दी, वो उन्होंने दी जो विलायत के हामिल थे, जो दरवेशी के मुसाफिर थे।
ला इलाहा जो है वही बुनियाद है हमारी। ला इलाहा मतलब कोई खुदा नहीं है, वो है हमारे ईमान की बुनियाद, और उस बुनियाद पे हम खड़ा करते हैं इल्लल्लाह की इमारत। इसी वजह से हज़रत ख्वाजा मुईन चिश्ती के जो बहुत मशहूर रुबाई है उसका आखिरी मिसरा यही है कि हक़्क़ा के बिनाए ला इलाहा हुसैन। इक़बाल ने एक जगह कहा है कि कलंदर जुज़ दो हर्फ़े ला इलाहा कुछ भी नहीं रखता, फ़क़ीह शहर क़ारून है लुग़त है हिजाज़ी का।
बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो काम करते हैं, कमाते हैं और अपना 45 से 50% हिस्सा बांट देते हैं, वो रखते नहीं हैं।
कराची के जो लोग हैं, यानी जहाँ पर नादार लोगों की बड़ी इज्जत नफ्स के साथ परवरिश हो रही हो, तो वहाँ आप ये सोचे कि यहाँ दरवेश नहीं होंगे क्या?
तो आलिमों को कहा जाता है।
अहले तसव्वुफ में हज़रत अमीर खुसरो को कहा जा सकता है, जिस तरह उन्होंने मूसीकी और शायरी और दीगर असनाफ के ऊपर जो है उन्होंने अबूर हासिल किया और उनकी तमाम रिवायत हम तक महफूज हैं।
अब्दुल्ला शाह गाज़ी हैं 2 हिजरी के, गोया कि 1200 साल पहले की इमारत थी, उसको कायम। वो तो आपका हिस्टोरिकल, वो हेरिटेज कहाँ गई? और जब हेरिटेज नहीं होगी फिर तो वो तक़द्दुस भी नहीं रहेगा उसका।
देखिए, मज़ारात का जो कल्चर है उस पर तनकीद भी की जाती है, लेकिन बहरहाल एक बहुत बड़ी तादाद जो है उसको मानती है, उधर रुजू करती है।
देखिए, हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि कराची का ख्याल नहीं रख सकते। कराची का ख्याल रखने वाले भी हैं, उनकी शनाख्त हम पूरी तरह से कर नहीं पाते। हम हर चीज़ को जो है पैसे की परसेंटेज में देखना चाहते हैं।
तकलीद की रविश से तो बेहतर है खुदकुशी, रास्ता भी ढूंढ खिज़र का सौदा भी छोड़ दें। तो बात यह है कि मज़ारों पे आप ज़रूर जाएं, उनसे अक़ीदत का इजहार करें, लेकिन आपको रास्ता खुद ही ढूंढना है।
Self-defense, especially for women in Pakistan, and so I think that there should be a lot more recognition in combat sports for women. pushed me very hard and made me realize that I am much stronger than I believed. I'm much faster than I believed. And he kept pushing me and making me uncomfortable to the point where I would grow. Because you only grow in uncomfortable situations.
तो जब हम पाकिस्तान से बाहर गए मुख्तलिफ फाइट्स करने इंटरनेशनल, उन फाइट्स के अंदर सबसे ज़्यादा मुझे जो मॉडर्न स्पोर्ट्स को समझने में लगा वहाँ स्टे करना, खासतौर पर जब मैं यूके में रहा और जापान में रहा, वहाँ जाकर हमने फाइट्स देखी, तब जाके समझ में आया कि एग्जैक्टली मॉडर्न स्पोर्ट्स को
And honestly, like over the years, I feel like the MMA platform has become so much better in Pakistan. That there's been a lot of like organizations actually encouraging the sport, and I really do encourage young people coming forward encouraging us, because the more and more you encourage all these fighters, you know, okay, we're there, we're supporting you, they're going to get that kind of, you know, encouragement to get better.
Women should most definitely be part of this. Not just in Pakistan, but all over the world. Even for me, before joining K7, I feel like my confidence level was a lot more different.
K7 के जो कोचेज हैं, वो दुनिया चाहती है कि उनके अंदर जो चेंजेस हैं, वो उसी तरह आएंगे। उन्होंने पाकिस्तान के कॉम्बैट स्पोर्ट्स में फाइट और फिटनेस दोनों के अंदर अपने आप को भरपूर तरीके से पेश किया और वो बेस्ट कोच की सूरत में आज आपके सामने नजर आते हैं।
It's definitely a thrill to be one of the few women in Pakistan who are doing this. One of the pioneers of MMA as a sport in Pakistan, and I'm so thankful that I can be on a platform associated with clubs like K7, events like KO1, ARY Warriors that are definitely pushing the boundaries of what MMA and professional fighting is in Pakistan.
देखते हो जो तुम्हारी आंखें तुम्हें दिखाती हैं, और वही सुनते हो जो तुम्हारे कान तुम्हें सुनाते हैं, तो तुम ना देखते हो ना तुम सुनते हो। हाँ, तो कैसा था मेरे?
Perfect. Good. That's the cat. We'll go again right away.
Learn, work, earn. That's what SPD is all about.
अगर तुम वही देखते हो जो तुम्हारी आंखें तुम्हें दिखाती हैं, और वही सुनते हो जो तुम्हारे कान तुम्हें सुनाते हैं, तो तुम ना देखते हो ना तुम सुनते हो। हाँ, तो कैसा था मेरे?
Perfect. Good. That's the cat. We'll go again right away.
Learn, work, earn. That's what SPD is all about. Learn, work, earn. That's what SPD is all about.
on top of the mind, Ehsan Durrani साहब मरहूम, he is one because उनके marketing costs थे, बिलाल रशीद दूसरे थे, and then if आप लॉ की तरफ देखें तो अरशद तैयब अली, जिन्होंने में ठीक है सिर्फ 2 कोर्सेज पढ़ाए BBA और MBA में, but he brought us a very clear concept on legalities, जो कभी कभार है आज we even ask our legal departments कि यार ये चीज़ हो रही है, don't you think it should be done this way? Though I'm not a lawyer, but एक वो चीज़ थी कि नॉलेज इस तरह दुरानी साहब का ये था कि दुरानी साहब ने रट्टा नहीं लगवाया, प्रैक्टिकली दिमाग को इस्तेमाल करना सिखाया उस बंदे ने।
सही कह रहे हैं, आई रियली अप्रिशिएट इट। अच्छा, विच प्रोफेसर डू यू डिडंट लाइक? इनसे बस था कि यार क्लास लेनी है इनकी, कभी कभी जो है वो बस गुस्सा भी आता था, बस क्यों पढ़ा रहे हैं, हमें कोई ऑप्शन क्यों नहीं है, हमने जाकर एकेडमिक्स वालों को तंग करना है, ये कोर्स का दूसरा टीचर दो हमें, ऐसा कौन सा प्रोफेसर?
यार आई थिंक दैट प्रोफेसर वुड बी अकाउंट्स ऑफ फाइनेंस के राहत मुनीर साहब।
अच्छा,
अकाउंट्स 201 से लेके अकाउंट्स 501 502, फाइनेंस 300 से लेके MBA के फाइनेंस तक राहत साहब ने एक ही चीज़ पढ़ाई, प्लस और माइनस 15-20%, और जो एग्जाम में सवाल आता था जो वो प्रैक्टिकल कराते थे, जो प्रैक्टिकल एग्जाम में होता था या तो उसका हाफ वैल्यू आती थी एग्जाम में या उसकी डबल वैल्यू आती थी। तो जब आपने सोल्यूशन एक दफा सीख लिया तो ऑल यू हैव टू सी कि अच्छा ये है डबल है, अच्छा ठीक है यार, तो आपको पता है कि आंसर इसका ये डबल
अच्छा, ये टैक्टिक्स स्टूडेंट्स लगाते थे,
हमने सीख ली थी, वी ब्रोक द कोड, एंड राहत साहब लाइक्ड कि जितना वजी कॉपीज होंगी वो
उतना प्रेफर करेंगे। ठीक है, विच मोमेंट ऑफ GU यू स्टिल रिमेंबर? ये आपको याद आता है कि मैंने ऐसा किया था तो उस पर ये रिएक्शन अगले का आया, या कोई भी ऐसी एक्टिविटी जो स्टिल आपको रिमेंबर हो, आप हंसते हो उस पर?
यार हमारी टैलेंट नाइट्स होती थी, which was very nice. Everybody used to participate. And then जब हम लोग participate नहीं कर रहे होते थे तो सईद साहब को पता होता था कि ये शैतान वाले बच्चे हैं, तो उनको सिक्योरिटी में डाल देते थे सईद साहब।
अच्छा,
ना खुद करेंगे ना किसी को करने देंगे,
खुद सिक्योरिटी। वेरी नाइस स्ट्रेटजी, वेरी नाइस। अच्छा, कभी क्लास बंक की?
हाँ करी है।
आप अच्छा, नॉर्मल क्या टाइमिंग्स होती थी क्लास की? इवनिंग में होती थी या वीकेंड्स पे होती थी या डे में?
यार उस ज़माने में तो पहली क्लास हमारी सुबह 9 बजे भी होती थी, एंड एट दैट टाइम आई यूज्ड टू लिव अ लिटिल फार अवे, सो और फिर अगली क्लास शाम को 6 से 9 होती थी, तो 9 से 12 की क्लास करने के बाद तो आप 5-6 घंटे आप फ्री घूम रहे होते थे, राइट? एंड देन एवरीबडी न्यू एवरीबडी। तो इधर दरख्शा मार्केट के अंदर एक कैफ़े होता था MTV करके, तो वहाँ बैठ के MTV देखते थे, फ्रेंच फ्राइज खाते थे।
अच्छा, उस वक्त MTV बड़ा हिट था।
जी
रियली, वो टाइम, उस वक्त मेरे सैटेलाइट चैनल्स भी इतने नहीं थे, मुझे याद पड़ा 90s का दौर कि MTV वो जो उधर से वो सारे शोज वगैरह जो आते थे उनका
सारे म्यूजिक वीडियोस वगैरह सारे MTV पर आते थे, एंड देन वो एक स्पेसिफिक ग्रुप होता था कि ये इसका ग्रुप बैठा हुआ है, उसको ग्रुप बैठा।
जब MTV से जुड़ी एक बात आपके सामने रखते हैं, तो उस दौरान कोई आपको पसंद आई या आपने सोचा कि इसके साथ आगे जाना चाहिए, कोई someone is very close to your heart? अबे आज एकदम से अदनान साहब आपके लिस्ट नंबर ऑफ लिस्ट आ गई होगी यार, किसकी बात की जाए?
3-4 थी कॉलीग्स, फेलो स्टूडेंट्स थी, हैड अ क्रश ऑन देम एंड दैट्स अबाउट इट।
मामू बन गए फिर? नाना
नहीं, मामू की बात नहीं, मामू की बात नहीं, यू नो realistically spoke to them, was bold enough to go up to them, ask them out, went out, but when things are not meant to be, they're not meant to be. It's not becoming a mamu वगैरह, जो भी लिखा हुआ होता है they know best, right?
बिल्कुल ऐसा ही है, बिल्कुल ऐसा ही है। चलिए जी आगे बढ़ते हैं। अदनान साहब, if you will be a part of Greenwich University again, तो क्या सोचा है? आप PhD करेंगे या कभी पढ़ाएंगे या कोई सर्टिफिकेट लेकर आकर आप कुछ आइडियाज़ देंगे, किसी ना किसी तरीके से कुछ इंगेजमेंट का सोचा है आपने कि GU को अब ऐसा इंगेजमेंट आपने पढ़ लिया, अब कुछ होता है ना कि यार GU ही बस एक वाबस्ता होते हो आप अपनी फीलिंग्स के, अपनी मेमोरीज को लेके, मुस्तकबिल में कुछ सोचा था कुछ इंगेजमेंट्स के हवाले से?
यार पढ़ाई करना तो बड़ा डिफिकल्ट हो जाएगा, आई विल बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट विद यू। इफ़ कभी कोई बैंक के विद इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कोई पेपर वगैरह आ जाता है और चीज़ पढ़नी होती है कंप्लाइंस की या ऑडिट की, या स्टेट बैंक कोई ट्रेनिंग मैंडेटरी कर देता है, तो बड़ा अजाब सा होता है, बिकॉज अब वो माइंडसेट रहा नहीं है कि बैठ के फोकस करके इंसान पढ़ सके जो ज़माने में था।
So I don't think so PhD is on the table. Yes, I would love to come back and impart my practical knowledge, what I've gained through my little life experience to the students. Because students मुझे अभी feel होता है, because मैं काफ़ी सारे interns का junior level लोगों का interviews ले रहा होता हूँ, उनके they're not clear on what they want. जो रट्टा है वो उसी के ऊपर बेस्ड
सही बात है, बिल्कुल
They're not practical enough.
कि ग्राउंड में क्या चल रहा
I
है,
mean,
industry की
आपने CV
requirement
पर
क्या
लिखा हुआ है कि जी मैं गोल्फ खेलता हूँ. मैंने कहा अच्छा क्या तुम्हारा आपको मैंने पूछा कि आपका हैंडीकैप क्या है, राइट? आपके पास उसका जवाब नहीं है. So that means what you've written in your CV is false.
बिल्कुल ऐसा ही. अब वो कन्वेंशन दौर थोड़ी है कि सीवी में आपने लिख लिया. अब सीवी भी आप देखें सर, पढ़ने से पहले लोग उसकी ड्राफ्टिंग को, उसकी फॉर्मेशन को देख के इंस्पायर.
अच्छा, every student brings a different format of a CV. Interest and hobbies, reading books, watching movies. अच्छा जी, what genre of movies you like? एक दो movies के नाम लेंगे, उसके बाद जैसे what books do you read? They have no clue of what they're saying. हाँ, थोड़ा बहुत प्रोफेशनल एक्सपीरियंस के बाद उनके पास उसके जवाब होते हैं, बट वो भी रन ऑफ द मिल वाले जवाब होते हैं. तो यू नो आई डोंट सी स्टूडेंट्स और यंग पीपल कमिंग टू द जॉब मार्केट ब्रिंगिंग इन वैल्यू. दैट इज वेयर ग्रीनिच हैज लॉस्ट आउट.
चलें सर, ज़बरदस्त. अब हम बात करते हैं रैपिड फायर राउंड की. हमारा राउंड होता है, इसमें हम वन वर्ड में जो है पर्सनालिटी को डिस्क्राइब आपको करना होगा, लेकिन वो पर्सनालिटी ग्रीनिच यूनिवर्सिटी का सीनियर स्टाफ है. सो सबसे पहले हम बात कर लेते हैं सर कामरान के बारे में.
वेरी हेल्पफुल.
क्यों, मतलब कोई ऐसा मुझे रीज़न बताएं.
कामरान हमेशा जब एक कंपैशनेट साइड थी कामरान के अंदर. ही वुड अंडरस्टैंड. एग्जाम दे रहे हैं, कामरान 2 मिनट रुक जा यार, आखिरी लाइन लिख रहा हूँ. तो ही वुड गिव यू दैट एक्स्ट्रा मिनट और सो, राइट? सम ऑफ द अदर इंडिविजुअलेटर्स विल नॉट.
सर एहतशाम के बारे में आप क्या कहें?
सख्त.
अभी तो हमें एहतशाम साहब बिल्कुल वैसे लगते हैं, बस
हमारे ज़माने में काफ़ी सख्त है हमारे साथ. जमील साहब अगेन वेरी हेल्पफुल, वेरी कंपैशनेट.
ऑलराइट. सर मुनीर.
Sir, I think Sir Munir, hats off to the gentleman. I've known him for the last 20 odd years plus, and उससे ज़्यादा नफीस इंसान
yes,
I have not come across.
You are absolutely right, sir. And the VC, मैम सीमा मुगल.
हाँ, आप सीमा मुगल मैडम कहते हैं, हम सीमा आपा भी कहते हैं, because सीमा I think is the backbone of this institution, has been and will be, and she knew everybody's parents by name. मुझे याद है जब मेरी वालदा मरहूमा आती थी कभी कभार सीमा से मिलने, तो सीमा was always very compassionate, understanding with my mother.
बहुत अच्छी बात है ये. सईद मुगल के बारे में आप क्या कहेंगे?
A very loving person, and again discipline की साइड के ऊपर straight as an arrow.
So the last about the whole ग्रीनिच यूनिवर्सिटी की स्ट्रेंथ क्या समझते हैं, इसकी पावर क्या है?
भाई ग्रीनिच यूनिवर्सिटी की सबसे बड़ी पावर जो है, आई थिंक इज, इफ हम मेरे ज़माने की टाइम कर रहे हैं या आप अभी की बात कर रहे हैं?
ओवरऑल आप जो समझते हैं, जो माशाल्लाह से जो जर्नी हम लेके चल रहे हैं आगे, तो इसके पीछे कुछ
यार आई थिंक ग्रीनिच हैज़ लॉस्ट आउट इन द रैट रेस. ग्रीनिच की फैकल्टी आई डोंट थिंक सो अब उस पार की है जो हमारे ज़माने में होती थी. Some of the good teachers have left, and अफसोस ये है कि उनको रिटेन नहीं किया गया, राइट? CBM ने काफ़ी टीचर्स हमारे तोड़े, इकरा ने तोड़े, ज़ैबस ने तोड़े. We could have made this institution second to none. I mean, ठीक है IBA alums है अपनी जगह, बट ग्रीनिच के वो जो थोड़ा सा जो एक डाउन ट्रेंड आया, वो आया इसी वजह से कि अच्छे टीचर्स छोड़ के चले गए. एंड देन जब अच्छे टीचर्स चले गए तो अच्छे स्टूडेंट्स नहीं आएंगे. जब अच्छे स्टूडेंट्स नहीं आएंगे तो फिर आउटपुट भी आपका उसी लेवल का होगा.
थैंक यू सो मच अदनान साहब, आपने मसरूफियात में से हमारे लिए वक्त निकाला. एक बार फिर मेमोरीज को जो है हम बना रहे हैं, ये आप एक शील्ड दे रहे हैं, तोहफा हमारी तरफ से, ताकि हमारे प्रोग्राम में आप आए हैं, और ये आपको ग्रीनिच यूनिवर्सिटी की तरफ से एक हम ये शील्ड दे रहे हैं.
थैंक यू वेरी मच.
और ये एक आपके लिए गिफ्ट बैग है. हम उम्मीद करते हैं अदनान साहब आप दोबारा वक्त निकालेंगे हमारे लिए और आपसे आके इसी तरह की मज़ेदार बातें करेंगे। उम्मीद करते हैं आप लोगों को भी ये सेशन मज़े का लगा होगा। और 94-95 की बातें हमने की हैं, उस वक्त हम तो छोटे हुआ करते थे, लेकिन हमें पता है वो जो MTV वाली बात अदनान साहब ने की है, मज़ा आ गया सुनकर। वीडियो पसंद आई तो प्लीज़ इसको शेयर कीजिए। हमारा यूट्यूब पे भी चैनल है ग्रीनिच यूनिवर्सिटी, उसको भी सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। अपना बहुत ख्याल रखिए। थैंक यू सो मच।
Our inspiration will be the golden principles of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. And I know that with your support and cooperation, I can look forward to the day when Pakistan becomes one of the greatest nations of the world.
हुसूले जाह की खातिर नकस बिज़र के लिए ये मक्तबा है मिल्लत के हर बशर के लिए। सुबह की पहली किरण की तरह ग्रीनिच यूनिवर्सिटी में सबसे पहले दाखिल होने वाले शख्स, जो कि इस वक्त 60 की दिहाई में अपने चेहरे पर मुस्कुराहट लिए अपने इरादों में मुस्तहकम और मजबूत, जहन में इल्म की दुनिया लिए ग्रीनिच यूनिवर्सिटी में अपनी खिदमात खुश असलूबी से अंजाम देने वाले डॉक्टर प्रोफेसर अब्दुल कादिर मुगल, जिनको किसी तारुफ की जरूरत नहीं, वो अपने आप में एक मिसाल हैं। डॉक्टर ए.के. मुगल ने अपनी जिंदगी में आई मुश्किलों का डट कर मुकाबला किया और हमेशा पाकिस्तान में तालीम की सुबह को तरजीह दी और हमतन इस तगदो में रहे कि मुल्क कौम के बच्चों का मुस्तकबिल रोशन हो, और उनकी इन्हीं खिदमात के सिले में मिलने वाला सितारा इम्तियाज एक जीता जागता सबूत है।
You know, my father was primary teacher and my elder brother was also primary teacher. And basically I wanted to be an engineer, but I ended up with agriculture engineering, and then I got masters in agriculture engineering from University of Sindh, and then I got a scholarship for doing masters at American University Beirut. Then I decided that I will be in education. The major reform, which was when I was chairman of University Grants Commission, a task force for higher education was constituted by the government of Pakistan, and Babar Ali and Mr. Qasim Lakha, co-chairman of that task force. I was one of the members, and we worked round the year to bring reforms in higher education. And the result was that a higher education commission was established. I believe in hard working. I believe in hard working and sincerity and honesty. I was not intelligent. I was hard working.
मतलब कि बहुत ही हार्ड वर्किंग है और ये बहुत इनकी अपनी मेहनत है, तो he deserve it. और हाँ, इसीलिए इनकी है ये हाईएस्ट अचीवमेंट है, और मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा कि, और आई एम वेरी प्राउड ऑफ हिम।
I've struggled to find words, powerful words that would accurately describe his presence in my life and his value to the educational system of Pakistan. Growing up in Pakistan, we always had to write that one essay, My Father. It was always a positive and an objective description of a person, which I doubt that an 8-year-old will ever understand. I am what I am because of my father. I am where I am because of his methodical fatherly practice and an academic leader. May Allah bless him with a long and healthy life. And thank you, Greenwich, for recognizing his accomplishments.
I'm really proud of Baba for receiving the Presidential Award of Sitara Imtiaz. I think it is well deserved, for I have seen how hard he has worked towards contributing to the cause of education and his job. His life serves as a superb example for me and my siblings. Despite that, he has been a loving father to us and has always given his full and undivided attention. He has always taken interest in what goes on in our lives, be it my daily dose of stories from first grade and now ranting about grad school. He is a very down-to-earth person with not even an ounce of arrogance. He mingles with children and adults alike, charming them with his engaging personality.
I would like to start by congratulating him on this indeed a very big achievement. He has made all of us very proud. So thank you for making us proud. This is indeed a very big achievement. And I don't think so I would be able to do such an excellent mentorship of my children like you've done for us. So thanks a lot for every single thing. I mean, it means a lot to me. I also want to thank Greenwich University for arranging this function and giving respect to my family. Being the eldest son, this means a lot. I'm humbled by this gesture. I thank each one of you sitting over there.
I encourage those people who are good in their subjects, in their discipline. They must come to education.
तुझे हर नज़र पे उबूर दूँ, तुझे ज़िंदगी का शऊर दूँ. This is the purpose of art, and so is the purpose of GU Literary Society. What is art? Art is all about unsung songs of human emotions and stories. We all have stories, complicated stories, connected stories. The purpose of this society is to bring into light all those stories and unsung songs of literary giants and people we are not even aware of. I want to welcome all of you to Greenwich University and looking forward for your participation into the society. And I wish you a very memorable stay here.
At Greenwich University, we have made the communication channel simple through our student portal. Enter your student ID and password. Click on Desk. You should change your password before moving forward. Upload your vaccination certificate on the portal. Your portal also has details such as orientation schedule, other important information such as academic calendar, Information regarding registered courses is also just a click away. Don't forget to download your semester's student ID card. Do keep a check on your attendance. Click on Class Schedule to see timings and teachers of your courses. Go back to the desk to see options for blended learning. You must download your semester invoices from the portal. Keeping a track of your academic progress is easy. Check your grades through your student desk. You may also reach out to us using the desk. Send your requests, feedback, and complaints. Register online for the next semester. Information regarding SDC and societies and event invitations are present on your portal. For any queries regarding the portal, you may contact the IT department of Greenwich University.
Greetings students, this is Shahir Hassan, student at Greenwich University, and today I'll be showing you guys around this university and we will be seeing some of the most important departments which you guys must be visiting now and then. So without wasting any further time, let's move in. Dear students, now we're here at the accounts department. So if you have any inquiry regarding the feature learn or the invoices, this is the place to come. And here you will meet the man behind this accounts department, Sir Muhammad Munir Khan, who is the manager coordination. Let's meet him.
Welcome to all new batch Spring 2022 students. You always welcome for any assistance, any information to our department.
So students, behind me, as you can see, this is one of the busiest departments at the start of the semester. Yes, this is the communication department. Here, if you want to add a major, if you want to change your major, if you want to add a course, if you want to drop a course, this is the place to go. Moreover, here you will meet Sir Rashid and his team. He will give you a minimum of 3 courses and maximum of 6 courses. Let's go and meet Sir Rashid. Usually, you're not permitted to go in, but we've taken special permission to make you guys meet Sir Rashid. So let's go in. So guys, this is the communication department, and here we will meet Sir Rashid.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rashid from Office of the Registrar. Welcome to Greenwich University. Thank you very much.
So students, this is the examination department. This department makes sure that you are here for your examination, for your clearance slip. So make sure that your dues are clear and make sure that you are not absent at more than 3 days on an entire course of the semester. Here, we will meet Sir Jamil, who is Assistant Controller Examination. Let's meet him.
Hello, welcome to Greenwich.
So if you want to inquire regarding your CGPA or your examination results or the Dean List certificate, this is the place to come. So students, as we have covered almost every valuable detail from your accounts invoices, to your examination clearance, to your communication department. If you want any further detail, you should acknowledge the document present over the portal. This is me, Shahir Hassan, signing off. I hope you have an amazing journey at Greenwich University.
Senator Abdul Hasib Khan characterizes a dynamic personality, a diverse business acumen, and a great regard for philanthropy. He has served as a senator for the government of Pakistan between 2009 to 2015. He is the founder and chairman of Brooks Pharma Private Limited, sharing the international market in countries like Thailand, UAE, Philippines, Bangladesh, Vietnam, Tanzania, Congo, Ethiopia, and Nigeria. He is also the chairman of Kurangi Association of Trade and Industry. Senator Abdul Hasib Khan is also the founder of Brooks Health and Education Foundation, establishing various schools and dispensaries in underprivileged areas of Karachi. He was awarded with Sitara-e-Imtiaz in recognition of his relentless services for uplifting Pakistan's trade and economy, as well as contributions to social welfare work.
अपनी सलाहियतों को और अपनी नॉलेज को अप्लाई करने के लिए सिर्फ नौकरियों के सहारे पे मत जाइएगा दुनिया में हमारी। जब हमारी दुनिया में आए तो फिर एंटरप्रेन्योर बनने के लिए आए। मैं खुद भी 12 साल की उम्र में एंटरप्रेन्योर बना था और मेरी जेब में एक पैसा भी नहीं था। तो एंटरप्रेन्योर स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम नथिंग। नौकरी भी मैं नहीं कह रहा कि नहीं करनी चाहिए, नौकरी भी करें, गवर्नमेंट की नौकरी भी करें, लेकिन अपनी सलाहियतों को अगर आजमाने का मौका मिले तो कोशिश ये करें कि एंटरप्रेन्योर बने। और एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना बहुत आसान है कि दुनिया में कामयाबी हासिल करने के लिए कुछ अल्लाह की बातें माननी पड़ती हैं। तो अगर अल्लाह की इंसानों का अगर आपने ख्याल रखा तो फिर कामयाबी अल्लाह ताला अता फरमाते हैं।
जॉब कर जाएंगे। आपके यहाँ हुआ ये है पिछले 20 वर्षों के दौरान कि सोसाइटी डिवाइड हो गई।
तो ये तो हमने सारी बातें कर ली और सारे प्रॉब्लम्स को भी आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया, लेकिन व्हाट आर द सॉल्यूशंस, और वो सॉल्यूशंस जो प्रैक्टिकली इम्प्लीमेंट किए जा सकते हैं। आई नो इट इज़ इम्पॉसिबल कि हम अपनी आवाम को, उनकी मेंटालिटी को, जितने लोग सब गलत काम कर रहे हैं उनको सुधार सकें, बट कहीं से तो स्टार्ट हो सकता है, कहीं से तो वी कैन मूव एन इंच टूवर्ड्स बेटरमेंट।
एग्रीड ऑन दैट उमर, कि देखें कहते हैं कतरा कतरा दरिया बनता है, ठीक है।
हमारे तो दरिया भी सूख गए।
मसला यह है कि किसी एक को जैसे आपने कहा कि फ़र्क पैदा करना पड़ेगा या पहला स्टेप उठाना पड़ेगा। उसके लिए चाहे एंटरटेनमेंट साइड हो, चाहे न्यूज़ साइड हो, या फिर दीगर और जो जॉनराज हैं उसमें काम करने वाले लोग हों, टेलीविज़न के अलावा रेडियो का मीडियम हो, अखबार हो, या फिर डिजिटल मीडिया हो आपका, कहीं बेहतरी की शुरुआत करनी पड़ेगी। जितनी नेगेटिविटी को प्रमोट कर रहे हैं हम, अगर हम थोड़ा सा इसमें एजुकेशनल एलिमेंट ऐड कर दें तो वो नेगेटिविटी ऑटोमेटिकली बिल्कुल ख़त्म या आहिस्ता आहिस्ता उसका असर ज़ायल होना शुरू हो जाएगा। लेकिन उसमें जो बुनियादी चीज़ है उसमें ज़रूरत है आपको पढ़े लिखे जहनों की, विजनरी लोगों की, जिनके पास जहन हो, उनको सिर्फ ये अहमियत ना हो कि मेरे कितने व्यूज़ आ गए, मेरी कितनी टीआरपी आ गई, या मैं कितना लोगों में मकबूल हूँ। उनको ये मालूम होना चाहिए कि जो वो बात बता रहे हैं या कह रहे हैं या दिखा रहे हैं टेलीविज़न पर या किसी भी मीडियम पर, उसकी अहमियत क्या है और उससे उनकी सोसाइटी की पॉजिटिविटी पे कितना बेहतर असर पड़ेगा। आई थिंक अगर कोई एक या दो भी ये शुरुआत कर देंगे तो बाकी भी सब फिर उसी लाइन पे चल पड़ेंगे, मेरा ख्याल।
राइट, वेरी वेल सेड। और इस बात को अगर मैं समराइज करूँ तो आई वुड से कि जी सबसे पहले तो आप अपने आप से सवाल करें कि आप कौन हैं, आप क्या हैं, आपका ज़िंदगी में पर्पस क्या है। इंसान में उसकी इंटेग्रिटी, ऑनेस्टी बहुत ज़रूरी है, और अगर आप खुद से ऑनेस्ट नहीं हैं तो यू कैन नॉट गिव ऑनेस्टी और गिव एनीथिंग बैक टू द वर्ल्ड। तो चाहे आपका पर्सनल सक्सेस हो, बहुत ज़रूरी है, होना चाहिए, लेकिन एट द सेम टाइम जहाँ हमने स्टार्ट की थी बात रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी से, तो सबसे बड़ी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ये आती है कि आपने लोगों तक जब कोई कहानी पहुँचानी है तो आपको इस बात की श्योरिटी हासिल करनी है कि वो बात आपकी 100% करेक्ट हो, ऑथेंटिक हो, ताकि क्योंकि जब आप टीवी पे आके कोई एक बात करते हैं तो लोग बगैर उसकी तस्दीक किए दुनिया में जाके वो बात फैलाते हैं, और इस चीज़ की एडवांटेज लोग लेते हैं जो गलत काम कर रहे हैं कि आप कुछ भी बात फैलाएं और वो यूँ सोसाइटी में फैल जाती है। तो एजुकेट करना हमारा बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है, एजुकेट करने के साथ साथ सही बात बताना हमारा बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है। वी एट ग्रेनिच यूनिवर्सिटी वी डू हैव आवर मीडिया डिपार्टमेंट, जहाँ मीडिया स्टडीज़ के अंदर यही कोशिश करते हैं कि जब हमारा बच्चा फील्ड में जाए तो वो एथिक्स, इंटेग्रिटी और किस तरह से काम होता है वो सीखे और इस मीन वर्ल्ड के अंदर सरवाइव कर सके, जहाँ पे अच्छा काम करने पे हमेशा आपको रेजिस्टेंस मिलेगी। तो इस उम्मीद के साथ आपसे इजाज़त चाहेंगे कि अगली दफ़ा मुलाकात हो तो हमारे ये जो मसाइल हैं जो हम फेस करते हैं मीडिया के अंदर नेगेटिविटी की तरफ, वो बेहतर हो। थैंक यू सो मच मैम फॉर टेकिंग आवर टाइम, एंड इंशाल्लाह फिर मुलाकात रहेगी।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, आपने हमें मदद किया, बहुत
यू मोस्ट वेलकम। सो बिल्कुल आपने सुना सना हाशमी को, द सीनियर न्यूज़ प्रोड्यूसर एट GTV, ऑल्सो अ न्यूज़ एंकर, a host and a very charismatic personality, as you just heard. So until next time, Pakistan Zindabad.
Dr. Sirajuddin Aziz is an experienced banker having served in Pakistan, United Kingdom, China, Hong Kong, United Arab Emirates, and Nigeria, covering a wide spectrum of portfolios. Despite a prolific banking career spanning over 3 decades, he also is a true teacher at heart. His scholarly contributions span across various domains, including human behavior, economics, ethics, leadership, management, politics, and religion. Mr. Aziz is a regular contributor to national and international dailies, journals, and magazines. He has published several works of scholastic distinction, including The Art and Craft of Management, Corporate Pakistan, Insights to Leadership and Governance, In Quest of Mirage, The Essence of Islam, and Mongolian Pot, among others. He has also featured in televised discussions on finance and economy and is an audible speaker across various fora on a wide array of subjects. In 2015, Greenwich University conferred upon him the honoris causa degree in recognition of his multidimensional services.
आज सबसे पहले मैं मुखातिब होना चाहूँगा उन वालिदैन को जो यहाँ तशरीफ़ फरमा हैं कि आज का दिन आपके लिए बाइस मसरत होना चाहिए, क्योंकि आपके बच्चों ने एक इल्म हासिल किया है ग्रीनिच यूनिवर्सिटी से, जो मुझे पूरा यकीन है वो बरूए कार लेकर आएंगे अपनी आगे ज़िंदगी में और कुछ ऐसा काम करेंगे इस कौम मुल्क के लिए कि आपका भी सर बुलंद रहेगा हमेशा फ़ख्र के साथ। तालिब इल्मों से मैं ये ज़रूर कहना चाहूँगा कि देखिए, आप आइंदा जब अपनी ज़िंदगी गुजार रहे हों तो सिर्फ़ अपने लिए नहीं बल्कि अपने माशरे के लिए काम कीजिए, अपने मुल्क के लिए काम कीजिए और ऐसा कोई काम कीजिए जिससे हमेशा आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी और आपके वालिदैन का सर झुके नहीं बल्कि फ़ख्र से ऊंचा रहे।
कहते हैं कि मौसीकी रूह की ग़िज़ा होती है, सही कहते हैं। अस्सलाम वालेकुम जी, मेरा नाम सजील लियाकत है और आप देख रहे हैं लाइव कॉर्ड विद सजील लियाकत। जी हाँ, इस शो के अंदर हम लोग आपको बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन देने वाले हैं म्यूजिक के हवाले से, इंस्ट्रूमेंटल कैसे प्ले होता है और आप गाना किस तरीके से गा सकते हैं, कौन सा राग किस टाइम सूट करता है और बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन हम आपको देने वाले हैं। बहुत सारे गेस्ट आने वाले हैं हमारे साथ, तो हमारे साथ जुड़े रहिएगा। देर किस बात की, अभी लाइक करें ग्रीनिच वेब टीवी को, ग्रीनिच यूट्यूब चैनल को और ग्रीनिच फेसबुक को। सो स्टे ट्यून्ड विद अस।
Founded in January 2015 as an email marketing firm, eMarketers have quickly expanded itself to become a digital marketing firm offering a one-window solution to its customers. Usman PEG creative thinking and leadership that eMarketers currently offers the market with 6 services which consist of email marketing, branded SMS marketing, social media marketing, search engine optimization, web development services and photography services to its client. Specializing in business-to-business marketing, we currently possess diverse portfolio of firms which consist of companies such as HP Paper Pakistan, where we are their official vendor for digital marketing Pakistan, NAFA Funds by National Bank of Pakistan, and also serving as official digital marketing partner of IEEP along with Badr Expo.
Mr. Sirajuddin Aziz is an institution within himself. He is regarded as one of the leading bankers of this day and age, not only on a national level, but internationally as well. His contributions to the executive financial sectors of banking like marketing, foreign trade, corporate credit, and trading and development, to name a few, are groundbreaking. Mr. Aziz started his career in 1977 at the Bank of Credit and Commerce International. After making his mark, he moved to different professional assignments, which took him to numerous countries, such as Nigeria, Abu Dhabi, and England, where he rendered his exemplary services. Mr. Siraj is currently heading the Habib Metropolitan Bank as President and CEO. Under his unparalleled leadership, the bank has seen immense growth, with the network growing impressively in all parts of Pakistan. He is also one of the founding members of UBL and served as CEO of Bank Al-Falah, where he led the bank to sustained growth. With 406 branches in 5 countries and an HR complement of over 10,000 employees. He has vigorously promoted Pakistan as a trading partner and attracted large investments in his capacity as bank head. He has proceeded on to actively overseeing the entire spectrum of banking operations of various banks for over the last 15 years.
So you've held top positions in the banking sector. What was the one thing that made you choose this sector, and why do you keep going on in it?
To be honest, I did not select banking as a profession. I went there accidentally, in the sense that everybody from my class while we were at the university were applying for a classified ad response in the Daily Dawn. And from one interview to the other, it was a journey, and suddenly I decided to plunge into banking. The fact that I have clung to it is the fact that I realized over the period of time that I spent there that banking is not about money, banking is not about economics, banking is about people, and people interest me.
So in your book, Bitter and Sweet, you've wrote that you gave meaning to your father's life. How was that?
The book that you're mentioning is actually an autobiography of my father. I have only put in an afterword and I've called it my book. It's essentially largely written by him. The fact that my child gives a meaning to my life today is the same fact that I narrated that I gave meaning to my parents. And that meaning became more pronounced and more important in his life because I lost my mother at a very young age. So I was his motivating factor to go on with life. That's why I mentioned to him that I gave meaning to his life.
And other than that, you have been an inspiration to all of us.
That's very kind of you.
Is there anything you would like to give as a message to our graduating students?
Please, I would implore upon each and every single graduate today that please look at the faces of your parents. They're smiling, they're happy. Don't pull out that smile ever from their face. Let it remain there, radiating and smiling and giving you strength for your life.
Thank you so much for giving us your time, sir.
Thank you. Pleasure is mine.
Aziz, an inspirational personality and a noted visionary of our time, is not only binded to the banking and financial sectors, but is also a teacher at heart. He yearns to see the youth of today taking our country to greater heights. He has penned a number of poems and writings on different topics and is also an avid reader. Mr. Siraj's career is one which has seen growth at an exponential level. He has been the recipient of numerous awards, all highlighting the milestones that he has acquired over the time of his illustrious career. He is a man of many talents and is duly credited for it. Despite being a distinguished banker and having a strenuous schedule, Mr. Aziz is still a dedicated family person. He has always been and remains a man of virtue.
When I got married, we went abroad, we went to Nigeria. His first posting was when I got married. Before that, he has been staying at London, Abu Dhabi. But at Lagos, we had a very good time there. He's a very good husband. और यानी कि we take advantage of it also because he's good. और बस एक शिकायत है because टाइम ज़्यादा नहीं देते ये घर पे और he comes around about 9:30 at times. ज़ाहिर है we hardly because he's very fond of his children. So even though they don't get the time they need or he's not fond of going out, having food out, just wants to be at home with his children. तो जो कुछ भी है हम लोग छोटी सी फैमिली है. Good.
He is humble, disciplined, and extraordinarily giving. He inspires those he meets with his undiluted humbleness, sincerity, and compassion. He delivers every word he speaks with a dignified thoughtfulness and humble sweetness that leaves his audience overswept with a sense of calm and an urge to listen to more. For his significant contributions to the development of his beloved country's financial sector and for his honorable public service, the degree of Doctor of Financial Management, honoris causa, is being awarded to Mr. Sirajuddin Aziz at the Convocation 2015 of Greenwich University, Pakistan.
जब मेहनत, हिम्मत, जहानत, लियाकत और खिदमत इंसानियत की सिफात इंसानी वजूद में ढल जाएं, तो सरदार मोहम्मद यासीन मलिक का खाका सामने आता है। सरदार यासीन मलिक एक अहद साज और हमा जहद शख्सियत के मालिक हैं। फ़रोग़ तालीम के लिए अनथक मेहनत, मुस्तहक़ीन की मुसलसल खिदमत और पाकिस्तान की तामीर और तरक्की के लिए खिदमत बा तर्ज़ इबादत आपकी जिंदगी का नस्बुल ऐन है। सरदार यासीन मलिक 1941 में बर्रे सगीर में पैदा हुए और तक़सीम हिंद के बाद 9 साल की उम्र में पाकिस्तान तशरीफ ले आए। इल्म की शमा से मुआशरे को मुनव्वर करने वाली शख्सियत यासीन मलिक ने अपनी इब्तिदाई तालीम लियारी से हासिल की और बाद अज़ां हुसूल इल्म की गरज से सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम और सेंट पैट्रिक कॉलेज से मुंसलिक हुए। यासीन साहब की इब्तिदाई जिंदगी उसरत से इबारत है। वो बिजली की अदम दस्तयाबी के सबब सड़क किनारे आवीजा बरक़ी कुमकुमों तले मुताला किया करते और इसी इल्म, दोस्ती, अज़्म हिम्मत, मेहनत लगन और जहद मुसलसल की बदौलत आप कठिन लम्हात और मुश्किल औकात को शिकस्त देकर कामयाबी और कामरानी से सरफराज हुए। सरदार यासीन मलिक जहां मुल्की मईशत को इस्तेहकाम बख्शने में कलीदी किरदार अदा कर रहे हैं, वहीं दुखी इंसानियत की खिदमत और बेसहारा लोगों की मुआवनत के साथ साथ फलाही और रिफाई इदारों से भरपूर ताउन करना इनकी अव्वलीन तरजीहात में शामिल है। बतौर नायब सदर अंजुमन हिलाल अहमर पाकिस्तान, आपने कुदरती आफात से मुतासिरा अफराद की बहाली के लिए जो इक़दामात किए वो यकीनन काबिले सताइश है। सरदार यासीन मलिक ने उबूरी हुकूमत में न सिर्फ सूबाई वजीर बराए मजहबी उमूर खिदमात अंजाम दी, बल्कि अपनी लियाकत और वक़ी तजुर्बे की बदौलत वजीर आज़म पाकिस्तान के मुआविन खुसूसी भी मुकर्रर हुए। बहैसियत डायरेक्टर पाकिस्तान स्टेट ऑयल सरदार साहब की खिदमात को किसी तौर फरामोश नहीं किया जा सकता। दर्स व तदरीस की फरोग व तरवीज और तलबा को जदीद उलूम व फनून से आरास्ता करने के लिए यासीन साहब ने सैकड़ों तालीमी इदारों की माली मुआवनत फरमाई और आज भी मुताद्दिद स्कूलों, कॉलेजों और जामियात की सरपरस्ती के फराइज अंजाम दे रहे हैं। यासीन साहब को इनकी गिरा कद्र समाजी खिदमात के एवज हुकूमत पाकिस्तान की जानिब से हिलाल इम्तियाज और सितारे इम्तियाज अता किए गए। अवामुन्नास की बेपनाह फलाह व बहबूद के एतराफ में इन्हें साल 2004 में मुल्क का बेहतरीन आदमी करार दिया गया।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू।
Sir, as you have known Mr. Sardar Yasin Malik for a very long time, and we are awarding him with an honorary doctorate degree. Is there anything you would like to say about his personality?
Sardar Sahab is a very interesting and impressive personality. He is a man of many qualities. Most among them, or most foremost among them, is that he is a very humane person, always considerate for others. And interestingly, we met regarding public service to do with the setting up of public toilets. And he was forthright in helping establish a chain. Then whether it had to do with medical treatment, educational stipends, other marriages and other needs of people, he was always forthcoming, ever ready to help. Then these are qualities that are mashallah needed and dear to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I think it is something that leaves a deep mark on society.
What do you think is the one thing that has made Mr. Yasin Malik achieve all the milestones that he has achieved?
Of course, everything is with the blessings of Almighty Allah, but it is his hard work, his sincerity, his vision, and like I said, his concern for others. And I'm glad that you recognized his services to society and are awarding him with this degree. I wish you and Sardar Sahab the best. May Allah bless you all.
Assalamu सर, आपका ताल्लुक सरदार यासीन मलिक से बहुत पुराना और गहरा रहा है। क्या आप उनके बारे में अपने ख्यालात का इज़हार करना चाहेंगे?
जी बिल्कुल। जब आपने सरदार यासीन मलिक के बारे में पूछा तो यकीन इनका नाम सुनते ही फरिश्ता खतलत इंसान की याद आ जाती है। आपको याद होगा, पढ़ा होगा आपने कभी कि नूरजहां ने कश्मीर के बारे में कहा था कि अगर फिरदौस बर्रुए ज़मीयत हमी हस्तो हमी हस्तो हमी हस्त, तो मैं ये कहूँगा कि अगर ज़मीन पर कोई फरिश्ता मौजूद है तो वो सरदार यासीन मलिक हैं। उनको आप देखिए, चलते फिरते फरिश्ता हैं, नहायत खुश मिजाज, नहायत नरम गो, नहायत अनइज्यूमिंग, किसी किस्म का तसन्नुन नहीं है उनकी बातों में या उनके रहन सहन में। ये वो चीज़ें हैं कि जो उनको सबसे नुमायाँ करती हैं।
पाकिस्तान इज़ ए लैंड ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी। यहाँ बहुत कुछ है, तनहा काम करने की कोशिश ना करें, बल्कि इसमें अपने कारोबार के लिए, अपने कैरियर के लिए कोशिश करें कि दयानतदार लोग आप ढूंढें। ग्रेजुएशन में थे तो हमारे साथ मोहम्मद सिद्दीक शेख हमारे क्लास में पढ़ते थे। उनका केमिकल का काम था, जहाँ से मेरे कैरियर शुरू हुआ कारोबार का। मैं वहाँ पर एज ए सेल्समैन काम करता था कॉलेज के टाइम के बाद में, तो 1% कमीशन मिलती थी मुझे। और मुझे एक्नॉलेज करना चाहिए मोहम्मद सिद्दीक शेख को, उन्होंने मुझे बहुत आगे बढ़ाया और अल्टीमेटली एंडेड अप व्हाट आई एम टुडे। मुस्तफ़ा कमाल पाशा प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में ही वाज माय गाइड, और ऑफ कोर्स हुज़ूर अकरम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम मेरी ज़िंदगी में पहले नंबर पे आते हैं। माँ का जिक्र है तो मेरी माँ की दुआ मेरा ख्याल है कि बहुत ज़रूरी है। बहरहाल माय फादर हैज़ बीन 105 ईयर्स ओल्ड। मुझे नहीं मालूम कि मैंने कभी अपने बड़े भाई के सामने या अपने वालिद के सामने कभी ऊंची आवाज़ में बात की हो।
सरदार यासीन मलिक पाकिस्तान और अक़वाम आलम के दरमियान बेहतर तिजारती ताल्लुकात के फ़रोग़ में भी अहम किरदार अदा कर रहे हैं। शोबे तालीम की बेहतरी और मईशत की बहाली के साथ साथ यासीन साहब ने अपनी जिंदगी दूसरों का मयारे जिंदगी बुलंद करने और अवामुन्नास को राहत पहुंचाने के लिए वक्फ कर दी है। ग्रीनिच यूनिवर्सिटी सरदार यासीन मलिक को इनकी गिरा कद्र खिदमात के एवज एजाजी डॉक्टरेट की सनद तफवीज करती है।
रसूल का, जन्नत रसूल की, और दोज़ख में कैसे जाएगी ये उम्मत रसूल की। भर दो झोली, भर दो झोली, भर दो झोली, तुम्हारे आस्थान से ज़माना क्या नहीं पाता, तुम्हारे आस्थान से ज़माना क्या नहीं पाता।
The Greenwich Global Program gives students an opportunity to study in over 5 continents with universities like the University of Bangor, the University of Hertfordshire, the University of Leeds,
in the UK, with universities such as the University of Murdoch in Australia and the University of Sigmund Freud in Austria, just to name a few of our partner universities. The 2+2 program gives students the access to study at Greenwich University for the first 2 years and then move on to any of our partner universities around the world and carry on with global careers anywhere around the world.
And I'm one of the alumni of Greenwich University. Currently, I'm the Group Director of HROC Group, which is a Malaysian-based HR business solutions organization, which started off from Karachi and later on expanded to Malaysia. At this point in time, this is one of the leading companies which is helping other organizations to have a proper setup in Pakistan with having all resources available. Wherever I am today, it's probably because of what I was taught back then when I was at Greenwich University, and I'm quite thankful to my faculty and my Vice Chancellor and everybody who was a part of the Greenwich University. They put in all their effort to ensure that they shape out an ordinary person into somebody who can bring in a change into the society. So I have represented myself at a lot of places, on international forums, local forums, and everywhere. I've mentioned very proudly that I am not a foreign graduate from any university of Harvard, but I'm actually a graduate of Greenwich University, and I'm quite thankful to it. So thank you, Greenwich, for shaping me out. Looking forward to having more for it.
My name is Aqib Sayed. I am currently the Group GM Marketing for Multinet Pakistan Limited. I am a very proud alumnus of Greenwich University. Greenwich was a great experience in overall shaping my personality in the corporate world, and I thank you everyone at Greenwich and the current students and wish them a lot of success. Thank you so much.
Welcome to a session of the High Level Political Forum. We need to rethink the idea of governance by placing SDG 16 at its center. Institutional and policy innovations at local, national, regional, and international levels can accelerate the implementation of SDG 16 and promote integrated whole of society approaches. This is essential in order to tackle complex challenges such as increasing inequalities, social and economic insecurity, climate change, and rapid technological disruption.
As the pandemic continues to rage, public service institutions in conflict-affected countries have been tested in their capacity to mount a coordinated response. Slow, ineffective, or unfairly distributed responses have fueled simmering discontent and distrust in the state and undermined social cohesion and economic resilience. Renewing the social contract, strengthening the rule of law, democratic institutions, and rebuilding trust between people and governments has emerged as key to making progress on the SDGs.
The poor and vulnerable are more exposed to its impact and face more difficulties in adjusting to the new normal. We therefore need to ensure that our responses are well targeted and effectively reach the poor and vulnerable. For this, accountable governance is the key.
Уважаемая госпожа модератор, мы хотели бы сделать короткую ремарку по теме цели устойчивого
развития. We'd like to make a statement on SDG 3. The Russian scientists have already developed 4 vaccines for COVID on their relevant technical platforms. The first of them, Sputnik V, has now being used in 60 countries, being used by more than 1.5 billion people. We are ready for future cooperation with other partners in the future to put an end to the COVID-19 pandemic and to ensure efforts are made to achieve SDG 3.
Bonjour, permettez-moi de m'exprimer en français. Monsieur le...
Myself in French, if I may. Mr. President, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the COVID-19 pandemic has had a spectacular impact of the world's efforts to reduce poverty. It also provides us with an opportunity to build a better future. The context of SDGs is key in terms of inclusive and sustainable development. These partnerships should include governments at all levels, civil society, the university world, multilateral organizations, and companies and civil society. We also would call for an approach based on human rights to build more peaceful, fair, and inclusive societies while ensuring that no one is left behind.
Thank you, Madam Moderator. We believe that SDG 17 is of particular importance following the pandemic because it is this SDG on international partnerships. And today, in fact, we do hope that it's the SDG after the pandemic.
We live in strange and unpredictable times. Times when the threat of a pandemic and restrictive measures imposed by those in charge has made peaceful assembly even harder than before. Times when inclusive and transformative efforts to counter deep-rooted inequalities are essential. In this decade of action, Sweden remains a dedicated ally in the pursuit of peace, at home and throughout the world.
The EU has recently also taken steps for the integration of fighting the inequalities in its development cooperation. Promoting and upholding the rule of law is a major priority for the EU internally and externally. The COVID-19 pandemic has set back progress on governance. In its external action, the EU will continue to support progress on democratic governance, rule of law, justice reform, and more effective taxation.
Peace, progress, and sustainability are built on the foundation of justice. Nepal's constitution has internalized such ethos and institutionalized the peace process and political transformation.
And I'd like to start with one that was made by Ambassador Idris on the need to think of a new social contract to prevent what he called simmering discontents. And this, I think, is a crucial issue that has come out of the pandemic. It not only has caused immediate suffering, but it has exposed inequalities and exclusion that were in existence beforehand, but not so visible. And that has great risk of grievance and of, in the end, the rise of social unrest. So this social contract, I think it will be important, of course, that it covers all the SDGs. The SDGs are the best medicine, but with particular emphasis on leaving no one behind.
Trying to use the leverage and influence of the international community in order to build national fiscal capacities rather than inadvertently undermining them. I mentioned two ways in which I would say those capacities, alas, have been undermined in the past. One, the relentless ideological pursuit of free trade, even when that has meant reducing or eliminating tariffs on luxury goods. And secondly, via deeply entrenched resistance of members of the international community to setting a good example by paying taxes and tariffs themselves when they are in host developing countries. And lastly, even if we mobilize resources and have effective governance, the question, of course, is governance for whom? And there, I think, the principle that's come out very clearly in the COVID crisis and will come out again in the climate crisis, that we need to have equal rights to health and to a safe environment. Principles that, by the way, are deeply embedded in national constitutions around the world need to be upheld and fought for. It's not enough just to have them in constitutions. They have to be more than words written on paper.
Corruption has diverted funds from investment in healthcare. Where corruption is systematic, governments tend to spend less on healthcare, thus increasing inequalities among societies, but also among countries. As the UN Secretary General pointed out, we're facing the same storm, but we are not in the same boat. In the midst of the campaign for a decade of accountability for the SDGs, we at the Contraloría, the Chilean Supreme Audit Institution, are committed to doing our part.
At the same time, the crisis has shown us that institutions that are ensuring transparency and accountability have become more important than ever. Supreme audit institutions can carry out audits at all levels of government. They have the essential task of assessing how taxpayers' money is used and whether the measures taken are transparent, sustainable, and inclusive.
COVID-19 has exacerbated our systemic vulnerabilities to crises and exposed the failure of macroeconomic governance, as 40 out of 43 countries are experiencing an unprecedented increase in debt to GDP ratio in the Asia-Pacific alone. Yet, business as usual continues, as almost 96% of the support provided by multilateral banks and international financial institutions to Asia-Pacific countries in 2020 are loans, with meager amounts in grants or debt relief. On the other hand, inequalities have been on the rise. Less than 1% of the region's 4.6 billion population is worth almost 54 times more than the combined GDPs of Asia-Pacific's least developed countries, further widened by the pandemic. So rather than pushing the poorest countries for economic self-reliance, financing for development processes should help them address corporate capture, debt distress, illicit financial flows, tax evasions, and neoliberal instruments like investor-state dispute settlement. The very lesson from COVID-19 is to strengthen public healthcare systems enfeebled by massive privatizations. And yet, almost 76 out of 91 IMF negotiated loans in 2020 pushed for further belt tightening that could result in deep cuts to public healthcare and social protection systems. Such systemic issues have escalated health crises into economic, social, and environmental crises. As a result, decades of progress on poverty, hunger, health and education, gender, water and sanitation, inequalities, climate action, and stronger institutions is being reversed. The transformative new social contract requires urgent action to redress inequalities within and among countries, reconfigure power relations across socio-economic and political spheres, dismantle neoliberal capitalism, democratize governance, and ensure climate justice.
COVID-19 has intensified the need for accelerated, united action in light of the devastating toll the pandemic is taking on global health, social and environmental security, and progress on Agenda 2030. Interlinked challenges such as COVID-19, climate change, diminished biodiversity, and continuing crises rooted in economic, judicial, and human rights inequalities inform our call for accelerated action. While some people have access to healthcare, medicines, and vaccines, too many suffer without recourse. While human rights abuses go unpunished and access to justice remains the domain of the few, societies will not know peace and inclusion. These are well-worn truths. But civil society plays a pivotal role in advocating for healthy lives and well-being, reversing widening inequality, and promoting a peaceful, inclusive world.
There is broad agreement among governments that we need new global tax rules, but we still don't have an inclusive body where those rules can be negotiated. Instead, decision-making on global tax rules is being led by the G7, the G20, the OECD, which is also known as the Rich Countries Club. This is resulting in rules that do not reflect the interest of the world's poorest countries, but also in rules that do not effectively ensure that the world's wealthiest corporations and individuals pay their share of taxes and do not represent a global consensus.
When it comes to international negotiations, we as UN youth representatives experience many hurdles in our advocacy and negotiation efforts. Young people are described as active agents of peace, which means that equal treatment and representation should occur. We want to change the narrative from passive stakeholders to active shareholders. This is why we are also working on the establishment of a framework for the youth in order to participate as equals in negotiations. This notion was agreed upon by all member states in SDG 16, and this so-called generational test will be our main tool to translate that notion into practice. In conclusion, by the words of the former Secretary General Kofi Annan, we are never too young to lead, and you are never too old to learn.
This youth-led campaign pleads the UN member states to request an advisory opinion from the International Court of Justice and the linkage between climate change and human rights, as well as the integration of the concept of intergenerational justice.
International governance, standards and rules for trade, investments, taxation, and financial flows must underpin national efforts to achieve more equal and inclusive societies.
6 years into the implementation of the 2030 Agenda, the international community is still off track on achieving SDG 16+, and we've unfortunately seen further stagnation and even serious backsliding of progress. even before the COVID-19 crisis. Civic space is shrinking, human rights abuses are on the rise, faith and trust in institutions is waning, conflict and fragility is deepening, and inequalities are widening, leading to blossoming protest movements in many countries where people still feel left behind.
We need to continue to seek cooperative approach to shared challenges, not only to be better prepared and to create resilience for future shocks and crises, but also to reinforce trust and strengthen security for all.
As we continue to relentlessly encroach on nature and degrade ecosystems, we endanger human health. We need to rethink our relationship with nature and build back better. It has been recognized that business as usual is no longer an option. We need to rethink the way we generate wealth, the way we live, produce, consume, move, and eat. We must shift to a new paradigm of resource use that is socially equitable, economically resilient, and environmentally healthy. Research by UNEP International Resource Panel proves that it is possible.
Muchas gracias. Saludo a todos los.
And greetings to all the participants in this important political forum. The indigenous peoples have indicated that the Agenda 2030 for Sustainable Development and the SDGs provide us with a historical and unique opportunity to ensure that the more than 370 million indigenous people in at least 90 countries are not left behind. And yet, we continue to be victims of serious violations of human rights.
Access to justice for all persons with disability who have experienced gender-based violence during the pandemic by guaranteeing accessibility and reasonable accommodation in the judicial process.
So this meeting is adjourned, and thank you very much again to all of you for your active participation.
Dr. S.M. Munir is a dynamic personality with diverse experience in various sectors, including tanneries, textiles, and banking. He is the chairman, Dean Textile Mills Limited, and director, Dean Pharma Products Limited. He is a consummate industrialist and was awarded with the Best Export Performance Trophy by the Federation of Pakistan Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Gold Medallion Award from the International Export Association, United Kingdom. Dr. S.M. Munir was awarded Ambassador of Hope by the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Imran Khan, on 15th January 2021. Dr. S.M. Munir was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award by the President of Pakistan in 2012. He was also awarded Sitara-e-Isar and Sitara-e-Imtiaz in 2006 and 2007 respectively by the President of Pakistan in recognition of his outstanding public services for the cause of humanity. His contributions and achievements go beyond the economic sphere into the education sector as well. Greenwich University bestowed upon him the honoris causa degree in recognition of his tremendous services for the business sector.
मैं तमाम जितने पेरेंट्स हैं जो बच्चे आज ग्रेजुएट हो रहे हैं उनको मुबारकबाद देता हूँ। तमाम पेरेंट्स को यकीन दिलाता हूँ कि ग्रीनविच यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़े हुए बच्चे आपके लिए एसेट साबित होंगे। ये आगे जाके अच्छे काम करेंगे, आपका भी नाम रोशन करेंगे और अपने मुल्क का नाम भी रोशन करेंगे। एक चीज़ और भी मैं कहना चाहता हूँ अपने स्टूडेंट्स को कि वालिदैन की इज़्ज़त करें, जो वालिदैन मशवरा दें उस पर अमल करें, कि बड़ों का तजर्बा हमारे से बहुत ज़्यादा होता है। हम समझते हैं आप बहुत समझदार हो गए, नहीं, टाइम लगता है, एवरीथिंग टेक्स टाइम। तो आप अपने वालिदैन की इज़्ज़त करें, उनकी बात सुने, उनकी पीस ऑफ एडवाइस को हुक्म मानें।
My name is Ishan Shah. I'm a proud alumni of Greenwich University, batch of 95. I was Dean's List here as well, apparently, and yeah, it's been great. The memories are tremendous. It's great to see everybody out here as we celebrate all these years. I'm basically from the banking profession and I'm part of the media and broadcasting, and all of that combined, it's been a fabulous, fantastic experience to be part of this institution. I wish you all well and hope that we meet again. Take care and have a great day.
Mr. Ali Jilani,
He's a development practitioner focused on democratization of state and society in Pakistan, with over 10 years of advocacy at the national, regional, and global level. He has expertise in capacity building, advocacy, and research for governance reforms concerning access to justice, political, economical equality, human rights, social development, and environmental protection. He currently serves with the Karachi Research Chair, a policy think tank driven for evidence-based advocacy around sustainable development. Mr. Tilani, the floor is yours.
Thank you, moderator, and APRSEM for the opportunity. The decade of action and delivery for sustainable development can only be realized if systemic barriers like global inequalities of wealth, power, and resources, international economic, trade, and monetary frameworks, militarism and conflict, patriarchal authoritarianism, marginalizing governance, shrinking democratic spaces, as well as a guilt-free pass on means of implementation commitments are addressed. The unprecedented COVID-19 crisis has reinforced the need to address such vulnerabilities caused by neoliberal globalization and flawed macroeconomic governance. ODA is falling short of its commitment of 0.7% of GNI, evident of the fact that only 6 countries could meet their ODA targets in 2017, with the overall contribution amounting to $147.2 billion against the required investment of US $5 to $7 trillion to achieve the SDGs. On the flip side, wealth and resources continue to flow from developing countries through illicit financial flows, tax evasions, capital flows, asset stealth, trade mispricing, and profit shifting by multinational corporations, where the data shows that the developing economies lost over 7.8 trillion between 2004 and 2013. With the outflows increasing at 6.5% every year, twice as fast as the global GDP. The terms of discussion around official development assistance need to change from an act of benevolence to that of responsibility for global north, reckoning the historical debt owed to the developing world after centuries of colonial plunder and its continued patterns through neo-imperial neoliberal tactics. People of the Asia-Pacific reject official development assistance used to catalyze private sector engagement, achieve trade, military, and political objectives of donor countries, and its substitution with climate financing, refugee costs, or debt cancellation as recently proposed by the Development Assistance Committee. ODA needs to be reformed, reviewed for impact, and held accountable for failure to deliver on the commitments rather than being reduced to buzzworded negotiation outcomes going 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Debt stress is another key challenge exacerbated by COVID-19, where increased debt financing along with economic downturn will lead to higher government debt to GDP ratio expected to rise to 49% in 2021 among the least developing countries, while the pandemic generally affecting a much larger group of 40 out of 43 countries in the Asia Pacific. Reiterating the Secretary General's appeal reckoning COVID-19 situation, we cannot resort to the usual tools in such unusual times, so we need strong multilateral commitments to address debt distress, having pushed poor countries into generational debt traps, leaving virtually no fiscal space for effective COVID recovery or sustainable development priorities. Trade as a critical MOI need to be democratized through structural reforms prioritizing people and the planet over profits, upholding the essence and multidimensionality of the Agenda 2030, safeguarding state policy space. Localization of SDGs shouldn't mean the absence of accountability mechanism at the global level. To ensure the establishment of global reform entities for SDGs compatibility impact assessment of taxation architecture, trade and investment agreements, and synergizing multilateral cooperation to avoid corporatocratization of the globe. Rather than pushing the poorest countries for economic self-reliance, the processes should help them address macroeconomic pressures embodied in hegemonic trade agreements through conditions of market deregulation, massive privatizations, corporate capture of resources and governance, and neoliberal instruments like ISDS, among others. In terms of technology,
the corporate control of data as the raw material for the fourth industrial revolution, and concentration of technological innovation in the hands of a few technology giants must not be allowed to compromise privacy, hinder technology transfer, impede the capacity of developing countries to develop their technological capacity, marginalize human workforce, or undermine local knowledge systems. Policy emphasis on digitization and technological advancement must ensure a civil society-led thorough review of the potential adverse effects on the environment, the social, cultural, economic, civic, and political rights of the people. Our decade of action demands the dismantling of neoliberal development framework that destroys the environment, starves people of resources, and strips them of rights, and criminalizes those who stand for justice. The people of the Asia Pacific demand development justice. If the Agenda 2030 is to be endorsed as the global social contract between people and governments of the world, it's high time they walk the talk. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Jelani, for those very cogent comments. I'm sure that the participants have taken note of them and will bring them up in the breakout discussions.
We would like to introduce you with a student of Greenwich University, Ibad Mahmood. He has completed his BBA Marketing and currently completing his MBA in Supply Chain Management. Nigat Welfare Trust was started on 1st February 2014 on his beloved mother's name, as she is no more in this world. Nigat Welfare Trust is a non-profit organization. Nigat Welfare Trust wants to work for the betterment of society by providing individuals with basic necessities of life and free medical facilities. Along with studies, Ibad is passionate about serving humanity and is the Managing Director of Nigat Welfare Trust.
Choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. Our society aims to help you firstly identify your goal and then explore all the paths which will lead you to follow your dream career and enable you to manage and upgrade your skills through various seminars and interactive corporate sessions. Join us now on a fulfilling journey.
certified Deloitte faculty member and business advisor, Mr. Sufyan Yousfi is a partner and head at one of the world's topmost consulting firms, Deloitte, where he serves as a lead business partner for NASA, an international development organization. Mr. Yousfi graduated from Greenwich University and went on to prove his mettle at Carnegie Mellon University, where he also served as a lead recruiting partner and a board member. Mr. Yousfi has been a part of Deloitte's commercial practice in New York City, serving multiple Wall Street financial service clients, large banks, private equity firms, and hedge funds. At present, he oversees multi-dimensional teams tasked with operational resilience, internal controls, cost optimization, trust and transparency programs. His client services include advanced machine learning, artificial intelligence, data analytic capabilities, and managing large-scale operational transformation programs. He has also published in Respond, Recover, Thrive, amongst other digital media platforms.
Sufyan is one of the most engaging young men that I've had the pleasure of teaching here at Carnegie Mellon. I met him 6 years ago, and we've become friends, and that has broadened my perspective more than it has his.
I'm glad, and looking at Sufyan, it makes me even more confident to say that the Greenwich University prepared him to get this far, and then he certainly worked hard to realize his own dream.
अगर आप चाहते हैं कि कुछ काम करें, दुनिया में अपना नाम बनाएं, तो अपना जो बेंचमार्क है ना कि आपको क्या बनना है या क्या करना है, वो काफ़ी ऊपर रखें.
He is a loving husband and a true friend. He is always there to help anyone and everyone who's around him. He genuinely cares for people and loves to propel them forward. His positivity is infectious. He loves to spread it around, and he is the life of every party.
सुफियान के बारे में बताना चाहती हूँ. वो शुरू से बहुत आउटस्टैंडिंग बच्चा रहा है, पढ़ने में भी अच्छा था, बहुत सोशल था, बहुत सारे इसके दोस्त अहबाब, और हम हमेशा ही समझते थे कि ये बहुत अच्छा नहीं करेगा, क्योंकि ये सारा सोशल बहुत था, इसकी दोस्ती बहुत थी.
In recognition of his achievements, Greenwich University presents him the Alumni Excellence Award 2022.
Founded in January 2015 as an email marketing firm, eMarketers have quickly expanded itself to become a digital marketing firm offering a one-window solution to its customers. Usman PEG creative thinking and leadership that eMarketers currently offers the market with 6 services which consist of email marketing, branded SMS marketing, social media marketing, search engine optimization, web development services, and photography services to its client. Specializing in business-to-business marketing, we currently possess diverse portfolio of firms which consist of companies such as HP Paper Pakistan, where we are their official vendor for digital marketing Pakistan, NAFA Funds by National Bank of Pakistan, and also serving as official digital marketing partner of IEEP along with Badr Expo.
Japan is an island country in East Asia, located in the Pacific Ocean. It lies to the east of the Sea of Japan, the East China Sea, China, North Korea, South Korea, and Russia, stretching from the Sea of Okhotsk in the north to the East China Sea and Taiwan in the south. The kanji that make up Japan's name means sun origin, and Japan is often called the land of the rising sun. Japan is a member of the UN, the G7, the G8, and the G20. The country has the world's third largest economy by nominal GDP and the world's fourth largest economy by purchasing power parity. It is also the world's fifth largest exporter and fifth largest importer. Japan ranked first in the country brand index. Japan is a developed country with a high standard of living, and the country is ranked high in the Human Development Index. The Japanese population enjoys the highest life expectancy of any country in the world and the third lowest infant mortality rate. Japan is the highest ranked Asian country in the Global Peace Index. Pakistan and Japan have a history of glorious relationships spanning more than 6 decades. Both share age-old ties of common cultures, traditions, outlook, and consciousness. Pakistan's relationship with Japan is based on mutual trust and respect. Both countries have worked for regional peace and stability. Greenwich University's socio-cultural and educational tour is also a step forward by a top-ranking private university in Pakistan to develop people-to-people relations between the two countries.
I'm very thankful for Greenwich University. They took us to Japan, where we visited many different places. Over there we went to Tokyo Tower, we went to Hosei University, Disney World, we went to Nissan production plant, and many different places. The experience was very different. It is much cleaner, much safer over there, and the people are very nice, but they are quiet, but they are very workaholic.
People in Japan were very nice, very helpful. There might have been a language barrier, but they never hesitated to help us out every time we got lost. I think the city itself was very clean. They were very punctual about timings. 5 o'clock in the morning used to be the rush hour at train stations, and I think that's amazing. I don't think I've ever seen or met people like that who were so work focused, who are so focused generally in life, and I think that's pretty amazing. I don't think Japan would have been a place where I would have visited otherwise. So thank you, Greenwich University, for giving me this opportunity.
Japanese people are workaholic. They wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. They're very determined. Like a couple of people that I met, they're doing part-time jobs. Japanese people are so determined that they have 3 jobs at a single time. So one job from 9 to 2, and then so on and so forth. And they're very workaholic people. They're always working. They're always up to something. The norms of Japanese people are very clear, that they're very honest at whatever they do. They're very determined, as I said before, and they're very useful. They're very helpful. Whatever problem that first of all, there's a language barrier that we faced in Japan. But other than the language barrier, through determining their actions, they're very helpful. Wherever we got lost and whatever we wanted to find out, they were very helpful in communicating that with us. Hosei University was a wonderful experience. It was a big university, and it was very good. We did a presentation there, and it was very resourceful as well. I'm very thankful to Greenwich University to take me as part of the delegation, and I would love to go to Japan another time.
Mount Fuji was surreal. To be honest, it was something I saw it first time in my life, and it was so scenic, it was so beautiful. I remember when I was going up towards to look around the Mount Fuji, I could literally see the clouds touching my foot, and all that, and I could literally feel the pressure of air. It was getting really hard for me to, breathe, but it was amazing. It was breathtaking, dude. To be honest, when I was going to Japan, I was really excited about their technology and to see what they have got, how technological advanced they are. I couldn't agree more that country is completely technically so advanced. When I went there to the factory of Nissan, I saw literally machines doing work over there. Like literally they were just walking beside us, and it was something really new for me. And looking at them made me realize that how technically advanced they are. They don't need they don't need labor. They've got machines to do the labor work. That's differently done in Pakistan, because over here there's more of a human labor than the technical labor. But over there I saw machines doing work, so it was something amazing. Hosei University was a great experience, and I thank Ms. Seema Mughal, who is the Vice Chancellor of Greenwich University, to give me the opportunity, because over there I went on the stage to give out the speech about Greenwich University. It was something really, really good experience, because over there was like Japanese people. They were live like different culture and from different ethnic backgrounds. And over there, when I was giving speech about my university and how amazing it is, I think I felt really, really great.
ऐसा था